All right, so first time firing up the 06 and just down here to a new friend of mine's house, just trying to help a new guy out, make sure that this thing runs really well. We kind of did all the checks, got the water hot, got fuel in it, and just kind of did a one-over on it. And I'm gonna hop in and fire this thing off. All right, this is the first time I put belts on since I crashed. Mike is actually gonna race this car himself, but first time firing it, and I was gonna shove him off, but hey, Mike. I think he's got the belts backwards in it.
So you want to get on the road and you're gonna lock it in and then...
Yeah, we'll get some, we'll just try to get some fuel to it going down, and then we'll get it turned around and see if it'll fire up.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Alright, so the oil pressure jumped up there, and now I got the fuel switch on, and I'm just opening the throttle, trying to get fuel to the motor. Well, the switch was off, but the car fired up anyways. The ignition switch was wired wrong, so off was on. Alright, a few things when you fire the car off. You want to make sure you have power steering fluid, you got good power steering. You want to make sure you have good brakes. You want to make sure the thing builds heat, doesn't leak fuel, water. I go over here on the throttle and I'm just trying to make sure the thing isn't idling too high. So when you give it some throttle here, letting it catch its own idle, it's a little on the high side, but he just needed another spring so that it had more spring pressure when the butterflies were closed. Sounded really good. I think with that other spring, it's gonna idle. It's hard to say because I don't know what the idle is, and I shoot for 1500.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say with me holding that, it was around 1500. So I don't really think the side to side's badass, so I don't really want to fuck with any of that stuff. You know what I mean? You could almost richen your barrel valve to get the idle down.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think you're good to go. That was the first time I've been in a car for a while since I hurt myself, and it didn't feel bad. It didn't feel bad. That's exciting. It's only been 3 weeks. The doctor said 6 if I was smart. We'll see how smart I am. All right, I gotta get to the shop, guys, because I got a new project. You guys are gonna see this coming up here. All right, so I got back to the house, and my buddy Scott Ruschenberg rolled in. I didn't fire up the camera, but it's Monday, and a lot going on here. I took on a job of maintaining and kind of getting ready Scott's race car. He races his son Corbin Ruschenberg. He raced Power Eye last year. Kid's a gasser. He had somebody else taking care of the cars. The stuff showed up here kind of rough, but he's got 2 motors. He's got some SR11s. He's got 2 cars that he had together, it looks like, but one of them's got some stuff missing, and then he's got a brand new frame and body. So basically we're putting another new car together. He's not racing this thing until the end of May, so I got some time, but we're going to go outside, check out what he brought, and before I go too much farther, got some steering wheels. Check out this thing. Red and gold. This thing just showed up. Somebody actually already got this. They ordered 2 of them. But if you need a steering wheel, hit me up at Thomas@TmezTv.com. So that's Thomas@TmezTv.com is my email. You can get a hold of me. I got like 10 of these things. This one's 1.25 inch thickness, 15-inch wheel. That one's inch thickness and 15-inch wheel. I have them all the way from 15, 16, and 17. Hit me up if you're interested in a wheel. Let's go out to the shop and check out what Scott brought by for me to kind of get ready. All right, so I cleaned up my garage, and this is the car he raced last. Got involved in a wreck, and it bent the header, but ultimately this is how it showed up to me. We rolled it out of the trailer, took off the shocks today, and took them down to FK because that's what he runs. Kind of ran some errands. I got Scott kind of met up with everybody. You know, we went down to Spike. We went down and dropped a steering gear off at CSI. Went down to FK. Stopped by Bernie's. Got a radius rod maker. And he's also got a trailer full of parts. So I'm going to have to do some organizing. And ultimately, we're going to pull this thing apart and put everything on his brand new car, take all the good parts, and make the best race car we can have. And this thing's really not that bad, honestly. Car was pretty straight. I laid on the ground and looked up the frame rails. Doesn't look like it's bent at all. And really, that's all you got to do if you want to check out a new car is you look down these bottom rails, and if it's bent, it's going to show it there because it's kind of hard to see on the top of the cage. But all right, so I had never mentioned that UPS lost my shirts on the last post on April 1st, and my guy's been trying to locate the shirts before he ordered the next product and reprinted my shirts. Well, this week he's printing my Midget shirt again, and he's printing my Wing Sprint Car shirt. Man, my arm's feeling a lot better. When we fired up the Sprint Car over at Mike Larison's, the thing, I wasn't trying to fire it. We were priming it, you know, and the thing fired off right before the stop sign. And when I turned that thing and had to feed it wheel and kind of got in a spot really quick, you know, I could have shut the thing off, but I really didn't want to. I just jumped it out of gear. But man, I didn't feel any pain. So I feel like the road to recovery is you know, on its downhill slope, and I'm not in pain anymore. I was in pain, you know, like legitly 3.5 weeks of, man, I couldn't drive down the road without just being annoyed, you know, and I haven't been able to sleep very good, but I'm starting to feel better, you know, and this came at a good time because I'm ready to do something. All right, so what do we got here? We got a SR11. Looks like it's got a carbon body on it. It's a Spike. He said it was a couple-year-old Spike, maybe Felker's old car. Man, it's all there. You know, it's got some good brakes on it. They got some nice wheels. And yeah, we need to run out to the trailer and check out his trailer. He dropped me off all kinds of stuff. Matter of fact, all we have to do is roll open this door, hey, this thing's on a gimbal and it's kind of weird. All right, so there it is. It's kind of raining here, but run out to the trailer. All right, there it is. There's our new car. There's our spare car. Let's see if we can get some lights going in here. Looks like he's got some wheels up there. Boxes of parts and front axles. It looked like there was more front axles up there. I don't even know what is in that box. Let's see. He claims the cars are straight. All right, so I don't know where I'm going with this vlog, but, you know, I needed to do some work. I haven't been racing. When I'm not racing, I'm not making money. And so this was a good little project. And honestly, Corbin Ruschenberg is a really good kid, and he's a gasser. So this should be a fun little project. They only have about 10 races on the schedule, all of which I'm going to be racing at. So I was going to get a crew guy to come along, and we'll see how all that works out. But nothing but a little elbow grease, and going to get some time in the shop. I haven't been out in the shop much since I was building mini bikes, and you know, just I'm here with my kids, and they're a handful, and when it's cold, old T-Mez isn't out in the garage until it warms up. So the weather is warm again. I just got some race cars. I got myself a little side job project here with building a couple midgets. We're about done with the MF1. I'm going to have to go down there. I'll probably go down there tomorrow, actually, and finish it off. I had to make some shock cables and put a shifter cable on. It's pretty close to throwing the body on and letting Tim come pick it up. Unless Tim brings us the motor, and then we'll have some more work to do, but we hadn't really decided on that anyways. Coming up this weekend is Eldora. I just got asked to be a crew. I just got asked to crew chief Saturday at Putnamville, so we might go to Putnamville Saturday. I think I'm going to Eldora Friday for the sprint car race, and Sunday is Terre Haute with the Maverick Wing debut. So that's where I was supposed to be racing. I'm going to go ahead and probably go over there, shoot some video, hang out with my friends, and have a good time. Being that it's Sunday, might have the girls with me this time. That'll be fun. Terre Haute is always a blast in the infield. And yeah, if you're interested in those steering wheels, hit me up. Thomas at TmezTv.com is my email. And, you know, the steering wheels range from $175 to like $225, depending on like if you get a custom or whatever. Thanks for watching TmezTv. I'm out.